There are hurts that don't bleed on the skin. They live quietly under the ribs, like a stone hidden in the pocket of the heart. You walk, you work, you smile, and yet something pulls you down from the inside. Maybe it was a word that cut too deep. Maybe it was a promise that broke in your hands. Maybe it was silence when you needed someone to stay. Listen, this is for the weight you've been carrying so long you started calling it mine. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is not saying it didn't matter. It mattered, and that's why it hurt. Forgiveness is not approval, and it isn't the same as trust. Trust is rebuilt with time and truth. Forgiveness is different. It is the decision to stop letting a wound write your future. It is placing the debt in hands larger than yours. Close your eyes for a moment if you can. Picture your heart as a small room after a storm. Mud on the floor, shattered glass, a window banging in the wind. You have lived here, carefully stepping around the shards. But today, a gentler task begins. Not to erase the storm, but to open the window wide and let a new air enter. You are not weak for wanting peace. You are wise. Let me tell you a simple truth. You can forgive and still keep distance. Boundaries are not bitterness, they are stewardship of the soul. Forgiveness does not chain you back to harm. It cuts the invisible rope that has tied you to yesterday's pain. It doesn't rewrite the past, but it frees your hands to write the next page. If you're ready, try this small practice with me. Name the wound, whisper it, or write it down. Not the whole story, just the part your heart is still holding. I was betrayed. I was ignored. I was made small. Naming is honoring the truth. We don't heal what we refuse to see. Return the weight. Imagine the debt like a heavy stone in your palm. Feel its shape, its chill. Now picture an open river of mercy in front of you. Say, even if your voice trembles, I release this into God's hands. Justice is not mine to carry. I choose peace. And in your mind, let the stone fall into the water. Watch it sink. The river knows what to do with stones. Bless your own future. Place a hand on your chest. Breathe in slowly. On the exhale, say, I am allowed to heal. Again, I am allowed to set boundaries. One more time. My heart will not be a museum of pain. It will be a garden. Will the ache vanish at once? Sometimes grace is thunder, but often it is dew, arriving quiet morning after morning. Forgiveness may need to be chosen again when old memories knock. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you are human and healing is alive. Each time you choose it, the path through the forest becomes a little clearer. And what about the one who hurt you? Perhaps they will never understand. Perhaps reconciliation will not be safe or wise. Forgiveness does not require their apology. It requires your courage. You are not responsible for their awakening. You are responsible for your freedom. There is a place where justice and mercy meet. And it isn't in your clenched fist. It's in the open hands you lift when you say, I let this go. If you are listening with tears close by, hear this. You are not weak for feeling deeply. Your tenderness is not a liability. It is proof that your heart is still alive, still capable of love that refuses to turn into poison. Let the wound teach you discernment, not distrust. Let it make you kinder to your own soul. Before we end, stay with this quiet prayer. God, I bring you what I cannot fix. Take the debt I cannot collect. Guard the boundaries I set. Grow in me a love that does not lie to me, and a peace that does not leave. Breathe. Notice if the room inside feels one shade lighter. Even a small light is still light. When the old weight calls you back, remember the river and the stone. Remember your hand on your chest. Remember that forgiveness is not the end of your story. It is the door. And today, with all the courage you have, you are opening it.